Alrighty, welcome Lancers hockey fans. We're coming at you live from inside Liberty First Credit Union Arena for a Western Conference rivalry matchup between our Omaha Lancers and the Lincoln Stars. I'm Nick Blazer. I'd like to thank you for joining me on tonight's broadcast for what should, as usual, be a fun one between these two interstate rivals. The biggest rival in North American junior hockey as a whole. Stars definitely got the best of the Lancers last year, being 9-1 throughout those 10 matchups, but a clean slate to start out this 2023-24 season. As of right now, both teams not where they want to be, down in the basement of the Western Conference. Lancers at 6 points, Lincoln at 8. So far on the season, the Lincoln Stars 3-10-0-2 on the year. Lancers 2-12-2-0 on the season. Lincoln currently on a 9-game skid, 0-7-2 in their last 9 games. Lancers actually won 2 out of their last 5. So hopefully the Lancers more on an uptrend. Obviously Thursday was a bit of a speed bump there against Des Moines, but they did nearly the exact same thing to the Lincoln Stars just last night at the Icebox. So a very similar situation between these two teams coming in. And another statistic that should weigh into this one at least a little bit is that the Lincoln Stars have 10 less goals for than the Omaha Lancers, the worst in the league at 27 goals through 15 games, obviously averaging under 2 goals for per game. But they're up against the Lancers, who are currently giving up the most goals so far this season. Sioux City not far away, down at 70 goals against on the year, but the Lancers back at 76. Lincoln currently sitting at 57, so still, as far as a 15 to 17 game stretch, as tonight will be the Lincoln Stars' 16th matchup, Lancers in their 17th. Not a massive margin by any means, but like stated before, the most goals against versus the least goals for in the building here tonight. Now looking into what both teams were up to recently, Lancers fell by a score of 7-1 to the Des Moines Buccaneers this past Thursday. Lubomir Kupcho got the scoring going 7 minutes in, followed up by Joe Grammer in the closing seconds of that opening period to make it a 2-0 lead heading into the intermission. Braden Ford and Ilya Protas getting on the board there in the early half of the second. And then it wasn't until the 18:03 mark of that middle frame, David Deputy finding the back of the net for the 3rd time this season unassisted to make it a 4-1 game. Then 3 straight from Des Moines, the 19:19 mark of the second period. It was Kernan with Ford and Watkins on the helpers, another power play goal as Des Moines had 3 of those, going 3 for 6 on the night. And then Braden Ford and Charlie Buick coming in on the goals later on in that matchup. Shots on goal that night, 33-22 in favor of the Buccaneers. Now, last night, Des Moines took on the Lincoln Stars, and Des Moines started that game out with 3 unanswered. Kernan, Ford, and Keevan all getting on the board. Kernan's 8th, Ford's 3rd, and Keevan's 9th of the season. Nick Young and then Keevan once again late in that second period, able to find the back in the no third period scoring in that one to make it a 4-0 victory for Des Moines. Des Moines outshooting the opposition 26-18, giving Dahlmeyer his second 1 goal against night and 2nd win of the season. Lincoln 0 for 2, Des Moines 1 for 4 on the man advantage. Lots of United States Hockey League action around the league here this evening on Saturday, November 18th, 2023. Fargo, who fell in regulation for the first time this season just last night, going up against Team USA once again in Plymouth, Michigan. Honestly, not sure if they'll be seeing the 17s or 18s here. Once that game gets going and the rosters drop, we will be able to let you know. But the U18s gained the best of the force, taking them down 5-4 last night for their first regulation loss of the season. Madison going up against the Green Bay Gamblers at 6:05 over at the Resch Center. Muskegon and Tri-City dropping puck in Kearney, Nebraska for their second matchup of the weekend. Des Moines in their 3-3 playing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, closing out their weekend against the Waterloo Blackhawks at Young Arena. Youngstown going up against a red-hot Chicago Steel team. They are now in a 4-game point streak, 3-0-1 in their last 4 games. And lastly, the Dubuque Fighting Saints taking on the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders. Well, that's going to do it for our pregame segment. For our radio listeners, just want to inform you, this is the Flow Sports Game of the Week. So this will be aired all over YouTube, Facebook for free. So you can go ahead and watch that there. Obviously, if you are unable to get that kind of connection to the matchup, you're feel free to listen here on Mixlr. But we're going to step away. We'll have puck drop in the starting 5 along with Holiday Inn Express starting goaltenders when we return. You're listening to Lancers Hockey right here on Mixlr and Flow Sports. Welcome back, Lancers fans. We're just about ready for puck drop here inside Liberty First Credit Union Arena. But first, the starting five for both squads, starting out with the Lincoln Stars. At left wing, number 24, Dashiell Oliver. At center, number 26, Jared Mangan. And at right wing, number 11, Tyler Wood. Back on defense, number 23, Kai Janvaria. And number 6, Ethan Weber. As for the Omaha Lancers, starting out on forward, we have number 11, Ethan Fredericks. At center, number 71, David Deputy. And on the right side, number 93, Jamison Slice. Back on defense, number 74, Ryan Kroll. And number 3, Mateo Picozzi. As for a Holiday Inn Express starting netminders, starting with the Lincoln Stars in net number 30, Lucas Massey. Coming to this one with an 0-5-0-1 record, a goals against average of 4.19 and a save percentage of .866. Between the pipes for the Lancers, Mikhail Yegorov, number 34, an 0-3-2 record, a 3.96 goals against average, and a .901 save percentage. And rivalry hockey in Omaha has started. Lincoln has it, launches that one into the Lancers' end off the rip. Yegorov able to play it. Sends it up the near side board. Skips out, Lancers with it now. Deputy crosses over that blue line, slams on the brakes. Feeds it down for Fredericks. Fredericks getting pressure from Janvaria, taking off the puck. Lancers still with it, fed out. And the Lancers picking up a penalty here in the first 19 seconds. And that'll be a high sticking call. So Fredericks, unsure he even made contact with Janvaria, but definitely did below that goal line. It was kind of as he was being spun off the puck, he's waiting for the replay to play in arena. But it's no doubt he caught him up high. As you'll see here for our Flow Sports viewers, kind of spun around there, caught him up near the visor. So Lincoln with an early power play in this one. So Lincoln coming in this one dead last in power play percentage, sitting at 12.5% in the United States Hockey League as they win that one back. Stars with it, walk across the blue line. Janvaria feeds a man, back down to the corner now. Set back out, one-timer there, fanned on it. Oliver able to get there in time. Back to the blue line, across now for Henricks. Back out to center, Janvaria, back down. Rips one, kick save made, rebound corralled by Kivioya. And he's able to get that one out of the zone. He's going to give chase here and then decides to peel away for the change. Lancers change up their forwards. Kusler and Stupka. Pass across. Henricks sends it in. Wrapped around the net. Picard after it. Sends it back down. Sent out front. Nice poke check there. Knocks it below the goal line. Oliver. Back out to Henricks. Henricks feed across. Lincoln still with it in the attacking zone. Walking in. Fed back out. Janvaria with a drive. Knocked down out front. Big kick off some shin guards there as Kusler corrals it. And he'll clear that one away. Nearing the halfway mark of the power play for Lincoln. Stupka applying some pressure here on Janvaria. Able to knock him off the puck. Stupka couldn't get the feed out front to Elger. Second opportunity through the crease. And the Stars have it now rushing the other way. Yavash. He's got Copeland with him. Tried the feed to the outside. That one's going to slowly go in on Yegorov. And he'll hang on to that one for a whistle. 18:31 now remaining in the opening period. 51 seconds left in that high sticking call to Fredericks. Face off now to the right side of Yegorov here. One back, Maritati rounds out his net. He'll be looking to get the clear here, hard off the glass. Nearly finds its way into the Lancers bench. I think they're going to rule that one skimmed off somebody. A little bit of confusion down there. I'm personally not sure how that one went off someone on the Lancers bench. I heard the glass, but back down to the left side of Yegorov here. It'll be Mangan and Deputy in the dot. Tie up off the draw. Couple wingers coming in to help out here. Try to poke this one loose. Bodies collide. Mangan trying to hack away at it. Finally spits out. Deputy with it. He's going to skate it. Lancers could have a chance here while down a man. Deputy coming in. Wrister, and that one's fought off by Massey. Wrapped around the glass. Back out for Jones. He'll move it for Maritati. Waiting for pressure. He sends that one away. So about time for one last rush here on the man advantage for the Lincoln Stars. As that one's sent ahead, missing the pass. Kroll with it. Moves it across for Picozzi. Has some trouble with the pass, trying to get it out of the zone. He'll clear it, and that one goes flying up and out of up and into the stands. goes back out onto the playing surface. I believe that one struck a fan. So 10 seconds left in the Fredericks penalty. 17:50 remaining in the first. And we have a face-off to the right side of Yegorov. One back. Lincoln with it. Rambach plays it across. 4 seconds left. The power play across. Now Shaw with a drive, fanned on it. And Yegorov gets the cover. Kroll and Richardson now pushing and shoving. Slice goes down. $17:40 remaining in the first. Lincoln with a shot on goal throughout that power play, but unable to find the back of the net. Face off to the right side of Yegorov. Deputy back in the circle, wins it back to the corner. Maritati rounds out the net, pass ahead. De La Salle able to tip it out of the zone, but taken over by Ferdokic. His pass hacked away by Slice. Lancers in the attacking zone. Slice with it, able to dodge a man. Backhands it down to the corner now. Now below the goal line. Lancers still looking for their first shot on goal of the night. Poked out. Richardson coming up. Loses the puck. Bouncing puck now taken by Deputy towards the slot. Batted out for Maritati. Maritati sends one towards net, blocked away by Massey. Out for Ferdokic. Coming across on him, Deputy trying to cut him off the possession, unable to steal it as Maritati lays the body. Deputy able to get it out. Lincoln with some legs fresh off the bench. Massa along the far side. Nudged around. De La Salle rushing after it to the corner here. In a tangle with Varner. Keeney pokes it loose. Maritati unable to scoop up that puck. Now to Jones. Pass ahead for Slies. Across. De La Salle hits the red line. He'll dump it in. Keeney giving chase here. Lays the body, disrupted the clear around by Jans. A nice body laid there down low by Brady. Picozzi back to Brady at the red line. Brady in his own end, back for Kroll. Kroll slows up in front of his own net, moves it to the outside. Picozzi can't get a hand on it as Varner pokes it below the goal line. Knocked around. Brady has some trouble with the bouncing puck, able to get it out of the zone. Brady still with it. Nudges that one back for Kroll. Kroll dumps it in. Wraps around the net of Massey. Kleber after it now with Elger. Skips out for Peters. Peters backhands it back around. Loose puck now, still below the goal line. With it now is Massa. Stretch pass ahead, Varner with it now. Poked out. Stars able to regain that possession as Peters gets run into by Kroll. Able to get the dump in. Conway with it, clears that one out. Will it bounce its way on net? Doesn't look like it. And that'll be an icing call against Omaha. $15:40 now remaining in the first. Lancers have gotten some pucks towards the net, but not on net enough for it to count as a shot on goal. $15:40 left in the first. Shots on goal, 2-0 in favor of Lincoln as we are in a scoreless tie. Face-off, one back by the Stars. Walks in, one-timer by Peters, hits off a stick, and that one's going to find the netting for another whistle. So rule this one tipped off a Lancer, so it will stay in the Lancers' defensive end. As a fan that was struck in the head with that clear from Matteo Picozzi earlier on, being attended to by medical staff. But once again, fans, if you're going to come to a hockey game, you better watch it, because there's a frozen puck flying through at high speeds, and if one exits the playing surface, you better have your head up. In that case, definitely didn't hit a man about 5 rows up, made its way onto the playing surface. Hit him so hard, but he seems to be all right as Fredericks is able to get this one into the attacking end. Knocked around, Maritati after it, able to hold the zone. Back down, redirected just wide off a skate. Van Sickle looking for a wraparound pass, caught the bouncing puck, still with it, knocks it down to the corner. Elger with it now, with one hand. Poked off the puck by Peters. Fredericks going after it, trying to get his stick on that puck, carried away now by the Stars. Copeland dumps it in. Peters giving chase here with Maritati. Maritati able to get him tangled up. Jones takes a shove there down low. Elger in the corner. Knocks that one around. Jones rushing after it. Wood now giving chase. Poked ahead. Van Sickle pokes it out of the zone, but hits off a man on the Lancers bench for another whistle. 14:47 remaining in the first. We're in a scoreless tie. We're going to step away. You're listening to Lancers Hockey right here on Flow Sports and Mixler. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, Lancers fans. 14:47 remaining here in the first. Shots on goal, 2-0 Lincoln. Still scoreless. As that face-off won by the Lincoln, but quickly stolen away by Pierre. Pierre rushing in towards the outside, rips one, save made by Massey. Now to Wood, high off the glass. Oliver hacks it out to the neutral zone. Kusler finds Picozzi. Picozzi hits the red line. Sent in, glove down by Massey. He'll leave it there for Henricks. Henricks to Oliver. Pierre takes a spill, not a Mangan. Wheels his way back, across for Young. Young across the blue line. Tips it off the body of Picozzi. Kroll applies the body in the corner. Rips one from the blue line, redirected wide. Pierre after it. Knocked out towards the blue line. Pass across to Young. Rips a shot there, blocked it away by Yegorov. Picozzi up, knocked down by Young, able to hold the zone. Tipped up out of the zone. Now to Wood. Pass ahead for Kusler. Kusler reels his way back into his own end. Kusler back for Picozzi. Across now for Kroll. Near side. Stretch pass up. Finds Pierre. And he'll dump that one in. Held up by Massey. Stars moves it ahead. Varner able to tip it out towards the red line. Jones steps up. He'll fire it cross ice. Skip off the kick plate. Across now for Young. 13:40 remaining in the first. That stretch pass misses. Jones is going to have to rush back. And no icing call here, surprisingly. Lancers forced to play it. Osiashvili able to get it into the attacking zone. Lancers offsides as Stupka touches that one and the whistle comes in. So a neutral zone draw coming up just outside the Lancers attacking zone. Lancers able to pick up 2 quick shots on goal there in that last play to even up the shot count at 2. No one able to find the back of the net as Massey and Yegorov currently perfect through this short-lived evening. Massa sends it to the outside. Moved up and around, sent in. Yegorov elects to just cover that one up as pressure was getting a bit too hot. And that'll have another whistle face-off coming up to his left side. Lancers change up their defenseman here as Kroll comes on. Stars change up their forwards as Richardson takes the ice. Tangle off the draw. Sent on net, kicks a made, rebound, trying to bury that one on the Stars. That one gets poked out for Massa. Massa across, Kleber sends that one, kicks a made once again, loose puck, bouncing. Shaw with a drive there, another save made by Yegorov. Kroll sends it out, can't get it out of the zone. Kleber with another drive, knocked down out front. Slides after it now. He'll take the possession, poked off the puck. Now to Massa. Sends it there off to Glove Yegorov and wide. Kroll likes to skate this one. Lancers have some numbers here ahead for De La Sala. Gets by Kleber, can't hold that possession as Massa takes over. Massa leaves it now. Wood, his pass ahead, kicks off the skates of Ferdokic and taken over by Slies. Knocks it back for Jones now. Jones's pass tipped in by De La Sala. Massa with it in his own end. Looking up ice, finds a man, sent along. Yegorov looks to play this one. He'll send it up that near side glass. Bouncing puck now. Mexico unable to play it. Bouncing puck back out into the Lincoln defensive end. Turnover there. Fredericks comes in, rips one, knocked down out front, bouncing puck. As Massey thought he had the cover up on it, that trickled just wide. As Jones sends it towards net there, missing short side. Back out for Van Sickle to Jan Varia. 8 minutes into the matchup. Turns it over down low. Elger after it now. Batted loose. Van Sickle knocked right off the puck. Fredericks able to lay the body down low. Sent ahead. Van Sickle trying to hold that blue line, rushing after it, but just able to tip that one out was Peters. All the way back into the Lincoln zone now. Rambach plays it across. Picked up by Jan Varia. Stretch pass across, finds Copeland. Copeland dumps and changes. Kroll after it. Moves it around, near side. Pierre able to kick that one out for Pacozzi. Pacozzi to Kivioya. Back across the blue line. On net, kick save made. Unable to get that one out of play as play will continue down in the Lincoln zone. Peters in a tangle with Pierre. Pierre kicks it out. Shot by Kusser and a glove save made. And that'll trigger a whistle with 11:15 remaining in the first. So some pushing and shoving there out front between Nicholas Young and Alexei Kivioya. Doesn't look like anything's going to come of that. And we'll have a defensive end draw coming up. Kusler getting set in the dot up against Jared Mangan. Pacozzi and Kroll switch sides. Face off one back by the Stars, deep in their own end. Tried to flick that one out over the head of Kroll. He'll give chase here. Oliver hot on his tail, and that's going to be an icing call against Lincoln. So lots of choppy play here early on. Tons of stoppages. As shots on goal currently sits 5-3 Lincoln. Rocky Russo trying to get his wingers to swap positions there. Word got through just in time as Young takes this one around his own net. Pass ahead to Wood. Bats it by Kroll. Kroll giving chase to the corner. Oliver takes the slot. Back for Mangan now. Stars take over. Kusler able to apply the body in the corner. Moved out now for Pacozzi. In a tangle up now with Mangan. Taken by Kusler. He'll fire that one up. Kivioya rushing ahead. Over that center red line. Pitchforks it in. Lancers off sides. Kivioya doesn't know it. And the whistle comes in. So this one will head all the way back down to the Lancers' end as Kivioya unaware that play was offsides, nearing the halfway mark of this opening period. Shaw getting set in the dot. Left side of Yegorov. Lancers win that one back. Carter after it. Trying to rush this one around. Currently getting hooked up by Shaw. Moved ahead. Conway trying to fight for possession. In down low now. Carter to Maritati. Scoots it ahead for Brady. Able to avoid a man. Bats it across. Holding Carter with it now. Banked up. Tipped off the stick of Conway. Here no icing. Stupka to the corner. Saucer pass out front. Knocked down by a sliding Adam Kleber. And Stupka rushes after to the near side. Bats it out. Maritati unable to hold the zone. Fires that one right back in. Lancers able to touch up. Massey leaves it for Kleber. Slams on the brakes. Kleber low in his own end. Loops it back. Taken over there by Massa. Stepping up there was Brady, able to break up the play and force a clear in as that one wraps around. Sent back in. Down low, Picard. Picard in that near side corner. Moves it back out to the point. Walking with it. Weber can't hold the line. And back across for Rambach. Sent in. Around now, picked up by Jones. Fired back around for Reynolds. He'll give it an extra push for Conway. Conway unable to find that breakout pass. Reynolds with it now. He's going to skate it. Hits the center red line. In a tangle, able to get the dump in as he'll take a spot out at the blue line. Deputy applying some pressure here on Weber. Disrupts the pass, but makes his way through to Rambach. 9:22 remaining here in the opening period. Still scoreless. Picard. After it was Slice. Slice lays a nice body there along the Lincoln bench area. as Picozzi launches that one up the far side boards. Now to Deputy. Deputy weaves past Peters, tries to get the saucer pass through. Lancers stay on side, but Lincoln takes over on the possession. Back out to the red line. Picozzi sends it right back in. Now to Jan Varia. Tried to get the pass out front there, knocked down by Fredericks. Now to Nicholas Young. Young's pass tipped in by Varner. Yegorov plays it below the goal line, backhands it up for Fredericks. Fredericks with it, now to Elger. Elger over that red line, turns the puck over. Stars trying to get back across the blue line now. Copeland moves it down for Peters. Mexico crashing the net there, loose puck in the slot, and that one gets sent wide. Stars with it now. Kroll able to take down a man. We'll have a penalty coming up to Omaha. So 8:22 remaining in the first. When we come back, Lancers shorthanded. Still scoreless here in Omaha. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Lancers Hockey right here on Mixer and Flow Sports. Welcome back, hockey fans. 8:22 remaining here in the first. Lancers shorthanded following a Ryan Kroll holding call. Lincoln currently 0 for 1 on the man advantage here tonight. And we'll see who's able to break the ice here first. Copeland out to Mangan. Mangan walks down low, pass across, finds man, walks in, tip there out front. And that one gets hacked away to the corner off the stick of Yavash. Neely turns it over to Maritati, stepping up now. Yavash in a tie-up, in down low, Copeland. Still with it, back out. Now to Mangan, wheeling it down these far side boards. Mangan looping away from Kusler, back out to Copeland. Copeland across. Henricks trying to make something happen here, 40 seconds into the power play. Back out for Copeland, pokes it for Mangan, back down to Copeland. Copeland to Mangan, walks in, back across, Henricks with the drive, redirected, save made loose, and that one gets knocked away. Mangan, back out, Jan Varia at center. Moves it back, Mangan tried to feed Henricks there, pass went behind him. Lancers desperately trying to clear this one away just over halfway through the PK. Lancers have been unable to get a change off yet as Kivioya clears that one away. Nearly played down by a high stick, but play will continue as the Lancers get a change. Deputy, Stupka, Jones, and Picozzi out to clear off the next stint of this PK. As there's 40 seconds remaining in it. Pass ahead, Lincoln. Fired across, big kick off the kick plate there. Young able to take it. Now to Picard. Held up by Picozzi, now down to the corner. Jones able to box out Oliver. All four Lancers clumped up in the corner there. Finally, Deputy breaks out to defend the hash marks. Young with it now coming in, tipped out front. Kleber with a drive there, missing wide. Now to Peters. Peters back out to Young. Young trying to walk in with it. Back out to the blue line. Under 10 seconds left in the power play. Young to the corner. Banks it out for Kleber. Kleber across, walking in, rips one through traffic, loosens some feet. And the Lancers back to full strength as Picozzi clears it away. Oliver collides there with Van Sickle. Deputy with it now. To the corner in the attacking zone. He'll lose an edge. Still in a fight for this loose puck now. Elger fires that one around. Van Sickle after it. Maritati comes in to pinch. He'll tip it below the goal line. Lancers go for the complete line change now. Brady comes out for Deputy. Lancers now 2 for 2 on the penalty kill here tonight. Kusler in a foot race forward, able to nudge it to the outside to avoid Dashiell Oliver having a chance. Now to Van Sickle. Moved ahead for Brady. Brady over the center red line, dumps it in. He'll collide with Massa, giving chase now on Weber. Backhanded up, skipped off the boards. Elger has it now. Back for Van Sickle with a drive, and that one's saved, made by Massey. With the biggest scoring opportunity of the night there, Brady sends that one into the back of the net. Furkodich with it. Furkodich just under 5.5 remaining in the first. Not a Massa. Massa fires that one around. Kroll after it with Richardson. Down to the corner, still fighting for that loose puck. We have a penalty coming up. And this one's going to be against Lincoln. And that's two former teammates right there. As that is Ryan Kroll and number 16, Teddy Richardson. Both played together at the Chicago Mission. And I thought for sure Richardson was going to pick something up for ripping Kroll down to the playing surface, but instead it'll be Max Furkodich. It'll be 2 minutes for tripping. So 5:11 remaining here in the first. We'll get a replay here for our Flow Sports viewers. As you had that collision there, they're going to get Furkodich right there. As sliding through, getting the feet taken out from underneath him. Again, not sure how Richardson doesn't get something for that. But Furkodich, he'll take a seat. Furkodich on the season, 1 goal and 1 assist through 11 games played. So Lancers on the power play for the first time tonight. So far, 2 for 2 on the PK as Maritati let that one get cleared away. Thought for sure he could have stepped up to hold that zone, but kind of got caught in between. But Lancers have the possession now. Stupka leaves it for Elger. Elger breaks across the blue line. Wheeling in on net now. Doesn't have much of a passing lane, so he'll find his way to the corner. Back out for Maritati. Across for Stupka. On the far side, back to Maritati. Looked like he was going to wind back a slap shot, but finds Elger. Now to Slides. Slides out to Stupka. Waiting for a shooting lane. Back for Maritati. Back for Stupka now. 35 seconds into the power play. Lancers fans very eager for a shot on goal here. Maritati back to Elger. Back to Maritati. Rips one loose puck. Slides and he buries it. So Jamison Slides, 45 seconds into the power play, finds the back of the net. That'll be his third of the season. And the Lancers lead the Stars by 1. So Jamison Slides once again, his third goal of the season, 6 assists to accompany that. Maritati had the shot knocked off a body, found Slides perfectly near the goal line, was able to pull it back out near the top of that goal crease and blow that one past the glove hand of Massey. So Jamison Slides, who had a very hot start in the beginning of this season, kind of mellowed out there throughout the last 5 or 6 games, finally gets that mojo back there with the power play goal. That'll be the Lancers' 5th shot on goal of the night. And we're back to even strength hockey. Lancers 2 for 2 on the penalty kill, 1 for 1 on the power play now. Is that one to go down for an icing? So Noah Jones not happy about that icing call, but not going to get his way. 4:14 remaining in this opening period. Lancers up 1-0. So Kusler getting set to the dot. Face off, one back to Maritati, trying to clear that zone, hacked right back in, loose as that one gets tipped on net, missing short side. Jones gets in a tangle, back out to Kivioya. All the way down, Kleber fields it in his own corner, not far enough for an icing call. Skipped out, Massa getting pressure from Kivioya here, not a Kleber. Back out to Varner now. Varner moves it ahead. Picard back across the blue line to Yavash. Rips one from a distance off a leg and into the corner. Turnover. Now to Pierre. Lancers with it. Rushing up. It's a 2-on-2. Lincoln gets a line change off. Bit of a 2-on-3 now as Kivioya rushes away to the corner. Trying to fight off Massa. Held up along the glass. Deputy. He'll take a shove. Still in down low. Slides. The most recent goal scorer near that near side circle. Picozzi and Kroll back out at the blue line. Trying to get this puck moving, 3:19 remaining in the first. Picozzi comes in to pinch, sends it towards net there off a skate missing. Deputy wraps that one around. Kroll coming in to challenge Wood, able to knock it back down below the goal line. Deputy Deputy still with it, fanned on the pass, a turnover now as Wood got the puck caught up in his feet, allowing some Lancers to get back in action as that one gets sent into the Lancers bench. 3 minutes on the dot remaining in this opening period. They'll have to fetch a new puck as unable to find that one that just got fired up out of play. Center ice draw following the puck out of play here. Once again, 3 minutes remaining in this opening period. Lancers up by 1. Jan Varia in his own end moves across ice. Sent ahead, tipped in by Mangan. No icing call here. Jones able to play it. Gets tied up from behind, able to muscle that one up the wall. Fredericks hits it for Deputy. Deputy turns that one over. Jan Varia at his own blue line. Scoots it across, now to Oliver. Oliver rushing in, takes a shove there from Jones, knocks him off the puck. Deputy up for Slides. Slides across the blue line, and an offsides whistle comes in. As well, Venucci's own draw coming up. But once again, Lancers out in front here in this first period. They're 2 for 2 on the penalty kill tonight. Also 1 for 1 on the man advantage. Jameson Slides at the 15:34 mark, netting his third of the season with Samuel Maritati and Will Elger on the helpers. So we'll see if the Lancers can carry this lead into the intermission, if not extend on it, as Lincoln has it off the draw. Nicholas Young with it at his own blue line, sent ahead, tipped in by Jans. Pecosi giving chase here with Kroll, no icing call. Shaw applies the body, hacked up the wall now. Bouncing puck, fielded by Van Sickle. Now to Elger, able to get by Young. Elger coming in on Massey, tries to get the pass there, short side shot. And that'll get a cover up by Massey, 2:11 remaining. And some more pushing and shoving behind the play as that's for Kodich and De La Sala. And again, nothing too feisty's happened so far. Again, this is these two rivals' first meeting of this season. And obviously the first home game for Omaha. And there's been some nice checks thrown back and forth. We've had some penalties each side, but nothing too extensive. Tie up off the draw. Picard leaves it for his D-man. Young able to move that one out for Barner. He'll send it cross ice. Yavash giving chase on Kroll. He'll send it up the wall. Poked along. Conway rushing in. In below the goal line. Wheeling his way around. Goes all the way around the world with it. Finds Pecosi with the pass. Pecosi sits on that. Redirected. Nearly goes 5-hole on Massey. As Conway has it below the goal line. Osiashvili taking that slot position. Conway, near side, backhanded out, turnover there, picked up, Varner to the outside for Yavash. Jones stepping up, gives him a bit of a stiff arm, but Yavash able to get it in. Loose puck out front, fielded by Jones, 90 seconds remaining here in the first. Stupka shoving around a bit, Jones sends it cross ice, tipped off the stick of Young. Pierre muscles that one around, now to Varner. Varner to Copeland, Copeland over the blue line, held up by Jones. As that'll allow Kusler to take over, sent cross ice. Now to Maritati. Maritati's pass, collected by Pierre, now to Kivioya. To the outside, Kleber going after it, chopped down to the corner. Pierre collides with Massa. And around now, Mexico stays out near the wall. With it now is Peters. Peters to Mexico, trying to get it across Kroll. Held up along those far side boards now. Poked loose, Massa with a drive there, stuffed out front as Maritati's easily able to pick that one up, Pierre sends it in, Lancers go for a 5-man line change. Stretch pass up, tipped on the way by Deputy, Mexico giving chase on Pecosi. Able to bat that one around. Mangan can't get there in time, Slice tried to move for Copeland. Not a Slice, back across. Fredericks unable to handle the pass, not a Mangan. Getting swarmed by some Lancers here as he's poked off the puck. And Kroll takes over below his own goal line. Fanned on the pass. Copeland going after it. Looped out for Deputy, not a Slice. If he rushes, he can have a chance of getting a shot on goal here. And he'll just opt to dump that one in on net. Fielded there by Massey as Fredericks applies some pressure, and we'll get a whistle with 5.5 seconds remaining in the first. Face-off getting set to the right side of Massey. Shots on goal and even 7 apiece. Lancers up 1-0. And if the Lancers get a clean face-off win here, they could have a shot on extending on their lead. Mangan trying to tie up Elger. He's successful on it. No clear winner of that face-off. Tried the quick shot, knocked down. And Elger lays a nice body there on Wood. And some more tangling after the whistle. De La Salle has a man. And Tyler Wood, who can't take a two-handed shove very well, he'll get taken off the ice. So again, just a little bump from Will Elger. Tyler Wood blows a gasket and goes after him. But hey, that's going to do it for 20 minutes. Good guys up by 1. Shots on goal, 9-7 in favor of Omaha. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the first period breakdown when we return. Welcome back, hockey fans. 8.5 minutes until second period action, but first we have a first period breakdown. Good guys are winning in most statistics here as the Lancers currently leading in the shot count 9-7 and on the scoreboard 1-0. The lone goal off the stick of Jamison Slies. Good for his third of the season with Samuel Maritati and Will Elger on the helpers. That was the power play goal. Lancers currently 1 for 1 on the man advantage here tonight and currently 2 for 2 on the PK. Now, if you watched that ending of that second period of play, you would have saw a lot of pushing and shoving. Tyler Wood and Will Elger picking up calls there. Will Elger somehow gets a double minor for roughing. And then Tyler Wood, 2 minutes for roughing. So we'll have 4-on-4 action to start the second period of play, followed by another Lancers penalty kill. And we'll see if they're able to become 3 for 3. But like stated before, Lancers leading the shot count 9-7. Slies on the board, his third of the season. Fargo currently leading the Team USA by a score of 1-0 early on in the second period of play. Tonight, they are getting the U17s. So we'll see if they're able to squeeze out a win in that one. They fell to the U18s last night by a score of 5-4. Green Bay Gamblers currently lead the Madison Capitals 2-1 through the first period. The Muskegon Lumberjacks currently tied with the Tri-City Storm 3-3 through the opening 20 minutes. Des Moines and Waterloo tied at 0, and then 2 games dropping puck at 7:05 Central. The Youngstown Phantoms taking on the Chicago Steel, and lastly, the Dubuque Fighting Saints going up against the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders. Well, that's going to do it for our first period breakdown. Puck is set to drop for second period action in about 7 minutes. So don't go anywhere. You're listening to Lancers Hockey right here on Mixler and Flow Sports. Welcome back, hockey fans. We're just about to start the second period of action. We had some penalties handed out there at the 20-minute mark of that period. Tyler Wood getting 2 minutes for roughing Will Elger, a 4-minute double minor for roughing, according to our logs. So Will Elger and Tyler Wood will be out for the next 2 minutes. Elger for 4, actually. So we'll have 4. We should have 4-on-4 hockey here to begin this second period. As of right now, Lincoln's got 5 men out there. So Oshkosh coming over to serve that other minor. So I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I forgot the first half canceled out. Lincoln on the power play here to begin 2 minutes as the first 2 roughing calls offset. Oshkosh in the penalty box to serve that other 2-minute minor. And we'll see if the Lancers can improve to 3 for 3 on the penalty kill here as Kroll sends that one high off the glass. Massey leaves it below the goal line. Lincoln has it over the center red line now, 20 seconds into this second period. Dumped in, Yavash able to avoid the body of Kroll, finds Mangan. Lancers trying to clear the zone there, held by Kleber. Walking in, wrister through traffic, knocked away to the corner, now to Copeland. Back out to the blue line now. Lancers leading in shots on goal, 9-7. Now to Mangan. Mangan to Kleber, moves it across. One-timer there, knocked off a body out front. I believe that was a shot blocked from Kroll. As that one finds Kleber. Moved across, coming in, shot blockered away by Yegorov. In down low for Copeland. Nearing the halfway mark of the power play. Young with it now. Gets disrupted by Stupka. Kroll trying to get in there. Couple bodies getting thrown around. Lancers getting clumped up. Having to spread back out now. Kleber moves it across. One-timer by Copeland right into the chest of Yegorov, and he'll hang on to that one for a whistle. .48 remaining in the second period, 49 seconds left in the Lancers penalty. And a false start there from Kivijoja. We'll get set again. It's now Pierre, Jones, Kivijoja, and Maritati trying to kill off the next fraction of this penalty as Maritati has it, and he's able to get the clear there and just unable to as Picard races over to the boards and holds the zone. Peters, now to Jones, takes over for Omaha. In a tie-up now. Down to 30 seconds left in the penalty. Maritati able to clear that one away that time. Knocked down a bit by Picard, but he's able to field it down near his own circles. Time for one last rush here for Lincoln on the man advantage. Picard rushing up past Pierre. Can't get past Jones as he'll lay a nice body along the wall. Maritati sends one on Peters. Loose puck now. Maritati has it. He'll go high off the glass. Knocked down there by Janvaria at the blue line. Fed back out to the point. Now to Janvaria. 3 seconds left in the power play. Janvaria looking for a shooting lane. Over to Picard. Comes in, rips one. And a glove save made by Yegorov, and he'll get a glove on that one. So Oshkosh and Wood exit the box. Will Elger having to sit there for another 2 minutes. We will get him at the first stoppage of play after 4 minutes into this period. So 17:56 remaining in the second period. Shots on goal currently 10-7 now in favor of the Lincoln Stars. Face-off coming up to the left side of Yegorov here. Shaw in deputy in a tangle. One back by the Lancers, nearly sends that one out of play was Kroll. Hacked up the wall now, not a deputy. Deputy trying to get across that blue line for Kodich, feeds Weber. Lincoln with it. Pass ahead, Richardson. Richardson moving up, feeds it to the outside. Massa able to launch that one in. Yegorov having some trouble with it below the goal line there, but poked around to Fredericks. Fredericks to Deputy. Blows past Richardson. Deputy into the attacking zone, held up by Massa. Still chasing after it. Richardson feeds that one around. Lancers went off for a defensive line change. Coming down now for Kodich. Held up by Maritati. Disrupting play. Fredericks able to feed that one around his netminder. Richardson back out to the point. Bouncing puck there, trickles wide. Now to Slice. Sends it across to Fredericks. Gets into the attacking zone, but taken over by Massa. In down low for Weber. Pitch back around for Massa. Massa moving up. Sent in, tipped in by Richardson as Maritati gives chase. Knocked around, De La Sala. Over the red line, moves it for Van Sickle. Now to Keeney coming in to De La Sala down low, looking for a passing lane. Can't find one there as he'll loop his way back to the outside. De La Sala to Van Sickle in the corner. Tried to move it out front, taken by Janvaria. Janvaria takes it up the middle. Gets a hack there from behind from De La Sala. Around now for Oliver. Pass down low, nice stick lift there by the Lancers defenseman Jones. And that one in on Yegorov, he'll get the easy cover on it.
Direct your attention to the Lancer vision screens as we reveal tonight's Nebraska Lottery Lucky Row of the game. Tonight's Lucky Row is Section 108, Row D. If you are sitting in the Nebraska Lottery Lucky Row, some advanced services before the
So 16 and a half remaining in this second period of play. Lincoln able to take the lead in the shot count 10-9 in that most recent power play. Kusler and Mangan getting set in the dot. Both 26s. One back. Kroll off the glass. Chasing after it's Pierre. Challenging Janvaria. Moved along for Mangan. Fired back into their own end. Moved ahead for Wood. Tipped off the toe of his stick and in. Picozzi after it. Kroll takes the body of Oliver. Hacked around. Wood unable to tangle up Kusler there as he'll get it out of the zone. Kivioya across the blue line. To the corner. Tried to feed it back out for Kroll. Now stolen away by Oliver. Back for Mangan now. Mangan able to dodge. Kroll comes in. Tipped down low on net. That one misses just wide as Yegorov with a nice slide across kick. Janvaria got tangled up with Pierre. Still with it. Fed out front. Loose now. Rombach with a drive there. Missing wide. Now to Picozzi. Skates by the puck. Sent back around by Kroll. Kivioya out of the zone. Janvaria coming across. He'll take over on the loose puck. At his own blue line. Lancers go for a line change here. Oliver into the attacking end. Oliver moves it out front there. Rombach unable to catch the pass. Batted down for Picozzi. And he'll fire it off the outside glass. Now to Peters. Rips one high and away. Bounces out for Weber. His shot off a pair of shin guards. In below the goal line. Out front by Copeland. Loose now as Kroll sends it in for his goaltender to get the cover.
Stop by the Lancers fan services booth located.
So Will Elger now out of the box. Served about 4:47 worth of time. As with that penalty being offsetting, he was not able to come out of the box until that next whistle.
$5, and the winner will be announced during second intermission.
Face off to the right side of Yegorov. Jones trying to come out with this one. In a tangle now. Batted loose off the stick of Peters. Conway, one hands it ahead for Brady. He has Jones hopping in with the offense. Jones holds up, sends it down towards the net, in on goal. And Massey able to tip that one up into his glove. That'll be his first action of the period. We're going to step away. 5:02 into the second period. Lancers still up by one. Shots on goal, 10-9 in favor of the Lincoln Stars. We're going to step away. You're listening to Lancers Hockey right here on Mixler and Flow Sports. Welcome back, Lancers fans. Just over 5 minutes into this second period of play. Lancers lead 1-0.
There we go. Back to you, Craig.
Bit of a false start there by Will Elger. He'll get reset here to the right side of Massey. Face-off won back by the Stars. Weber launches that one ahead. Maritati rushing after it. And that will be no icing call as James is the first one there. Maritati able to shove him away from the puck. Jones has it now. Jones rushing up. Skates it across the blue line. He'll send it down to the corner. Two Lancers give chase. Young locked up below the goal line. Spits out. Now tipped up in the air by De La Sala. Now to Copeland. He'll exit the zone. Copeland rushing down. Cut off there by Maritati. De La Sala around for Jones. Along the near side boards now deep in his own end. Across for Maritati now at center. Stretch pass up. De La Sala trying to avoid Weber there. Just has to opt for the dump in. De La Sala able to pickpocket a man. Keaton Peters trying to shove him off the puck as Lincoln takes over. Turns over to Picozzi. That shot missing wide. Out for Copeland. Copeland at the red line. Bouncing puck. Looked like it went off the head of Peters. Wasn't sure where that loose puck was as Kroll finds Stupka. Stupka into the attacking zone. Moves it down. Osiashvili with a drive there off the blocker. As Kroll bats that one below the goal line. In around. Keeney holds his own on the near side. Osiashvili held up by Young. Keeney comes in to take it. Held up now by Kleber. Kicking after it. Peters with the puck. Pass across. Caught by Young. Through center. His pass for Copeland misses. And because he gives chase, he'll pick it up in his own zone. Fired around. Looking for Keeney. Keeney has some trouble with it. Leaves it for Kroll. Back for Keeney now. At the red line. Flutters it up. Lancers just able to stay on side. Henricks loops back into his own end. Across for Kleber. Pass ahead. Picard. Gets into the attacking zone. Kroll giving chase here with Picozzi. Yavash. Taken off the puck by Kroll. Kicked it loose. Fredericks tried to leave it there for Stupka. Turns the puck over. Yegorov comes out. He'll play it around. Yavash. Pitchforks in. He'll take a shove from behind from Keeney. Stars with it. Looking for a passing lane. Varner. Caught up in the feet there. Picozzi batted loose. Varner tried to feed it out front as Keeney bats it ahead now. Fredericks rushing in. Trying to beat out Kleber. Charging now towards the net. Can't get the shot off. Stretch pass up. Trying to catch the Lancers on a line change. Picard gets sandwiched to the wall there by Fredericks. Now to Slice. Moves it for Brady. Brady lays out Oliver there at center ice. As he'll return the favor, Oliver shatters his stick in the process. He'll have to head straight to the bench. Oliver will stay out. Loose stick just inside the Lancers attacking zone. Henricks bats it around. Slice blows a tire. Stretch pass out. Jones holds his own. Sends it on net there. Missing Hideaway. Slice with a drive. Save made by Massey. Brady lays the body. Nice hard hit there in that near side corner. Fredericks near the blue line. Saucers it out. Hits the loose stick there. Jones has to retreat back to the blue line. Jane Varia takes a shove from Brady. Now to Mangan. And we'll have a penalty coming up to Omaha here. As Mangan heads into the attacking zone. Rips one there. Knocked down. Lancers just have to touch it. And Reynolds touches that one and the whistle comes in. And Brady's going to get a high sticking penalty here. So Brady not a fan of the call. 11:44 remaining in the second. Once again, the Lincoln Stars getting another shot on the man advantage as they're 0 for 3 on the night so far. Let's see if we get a replay here. Looks like we're going to. Sponsored by Omaha Glass Pro. Yep, right there on the follow through. Again, a closer angle. Might have been able to see if he sold it a little bit, but it was close enough to get the attention of the official right there on the follow through, Rylan Brady. So once again, the Lincoln Stars coming into tonight dead last in the United States Hockey League for power play numbers at 12.5%. So far on the night, over 3, they've now dropped to 12.1. Lancers power play at 17.5, but haven't had a whole lot of opportunities to show that off. They're currently 1 for 1 on the night. That's how we have our only goal. Once again, Jamison Slice back in the late portion of that opening period. But Yavash has it now on the man advantage. Into the attacking zone, forced wide by Kroll, and Kroll shoves him against the glass. Now to Copeland. Copeland has some trouble, nearly kicked it out of his own end. Kleber just able to hold the zone. Now to Kusler. Kusler looked like he might have had a chance to skate it, but opts to play it safe and dump it in. Lancers change up all 4. Jones, Maritati, Kivioya, and Pierre out there now. Pass in, tipped along by Oliver. Maritati lays a nice body on him. In around for Copeland. To the corner, muscles it around for Young. 9 minutes into this opening period, still 1:15 remaining in the Lancers penalty kill. Knocked around in some feet. Maritati hard around the glass there, gets by Kleber. Pierre going after, he's going to have a chance short-handed, but rolled off the toe of his stick, and he'll have to clear it around the net. Looking for his defenseman back in his own end now, as he was going to try to fire it back to his own zone for yet another icing, but gets taken off the puck by Copeland. Oliver sends it around. Jones coming cross ice for it. He'll take a hack. Henriks pokes it down. Lincoln still with it. Back across for Janvaria. Janvaria at the blue line. 39 seconds left in the power play for Lincoln. One-timer there, missing short side, big kick. Now to Peters. Back out for Bakar. Back down for Peters. Peters to Bakar. To Janvaria now. Janvaria back to Bakar. Feeds it down to the corner. Pass out front, having some trouble with it. Kivioya pokes Bakar off the puck. Now 15 seconds remaining in the Brady penalty. Janvaria at center, down to Yavash, walks in, rips one. That one gets knocked down out front by Noah Jones sliding through traffic. Fed out front, Bakar with a drive, right into the chest of Yegorov. And he'll squeeze that one for a face-off coming up to his left side. Head coach of the Lincoln Stars, Rocky Russo, visibly frustrated with his power play, as they're on the verge of going 0 for 4 here, and we just struck the halfway mark of this second period. So if the Lancers can at least tie up the centerman, that's going to just about do it for the man advantage. If they win the face-off and get that clear, Brady will hop right out of the box and either be able to jump in with that play in the offensive end or head straight to the bench for a quick line change. Kroll fires that one off the glass. Weber holds his own, sends it on net, redirected loose puck, and that one gets spit away to the far side. And that one gets tipped up and out of play for a quick whistle as Brady's now out of the box. 5-on-5 hockey, shots on goal 13-12 in favor of the Omaha Lancers as they have the 1-0 lead in this one. We're going to step away. You're listening to Lancers Hockey right here on Mixler and Flow Sports. Welcome back, Lancers fans. Face-off coming up to the Lancers defensive end. They just got back to full strength. 9:37 remaining in this second period. Face-off, one back by Omaha. Stupka hard off the glass. And that one will find the Lincoln Stars bench. Elger gets set. Tie up off the draw, one back. Lincoln with it in their attacking zone. Sent towards that redirected, misses short side. Varner taken up against the glass there by Kroll. Down to the corner now. Kusler up to Varner. Feeds it back down to Ivash. He'll send it for Bakar. Back out. Massa holds the blue line. Across now for Weber. Weber can't find that shooting lane as Van Sickle forced the turnover, and he's able to get that one out of the zone. Massa around his own net, back for Bakar. Bakar's pass finds his man, cutting cross ice now. Massa into the attacking zone. Varner giving chase here with Elger. Kusler Lays the body on Picard. Now to Elger, rushing out once again. Stupka over the center red line. He'll dump it in and head to the bench for a change. Stars with it. Off the glass. Big kick there. Misses its man. No icing call here as Picozzi comes across. Varner plays it around. Fed out front there. Stuffed by Picozzi. And Jones able to take over and send it out looking for Fredericks. Fredericks unable to take that possession. Sent back around. Still in a tangle along the far side boards. 8:20 remaining in the second period. Back for Picozzi. Picozzi tried to move it around for Jones. Got spun off the puck. Fredericks tips it out towards that blue line. Rombach able to hold his own for the moment, but turns it over. Deputy now with a chance. He's got Fredericks coming in late. Rips one and he scores! David Deputy! His second of the weekend, 7:58 remaining in the second period, and the Lancers go up by 2. Short side high over the glove hand. That one coming on even strength. Lancers have a power play goal on the night. That one scored by Jamison Slies back in the first, but Deputy forced that turnover, took it in unassisted, and goes short side top shelf. So David Deputy collecting his 4th goal of the season, improving himself to 9 points on the year. Lancers still looking for their first man to jump into double digits with points this season. Sent in, Deputy. Recent goal scorer, down for Slice, feeds Fredericks. Bouncing puck now, Fredericks with it in the offensive zone, taken away by Henricks. Now to Shaw. Shaw to Richardson. Coming in and the Stars blown for offsides. So Lincoln offside, 7:39 remaining in the second period. Once again, David Deputy just moments ago unassisted. His 4th goal of the season to improve himself to 9 points on the year as he has 5 assists on top of that. So we had a winger change out there on that line. Deputy took the bench. Slides and Frederick stay on as Cooper Conway enters the playing surface. Face off, taken by the Lancers. Yavash jumps at Maritati, but can't get a lot done. Conway into the attacking zone, taken back by the Stars. Richardson gets it by Kusler, taken by Fredericks. Sent off the wall, Kleber. Bouncing puck towards his own blue line, now to Shaw. Tried to send it down, Fredericks applies the body there. Kleber below the goal line in his own end. Kleber to Richardson. Richardson rushing through, fed to the outside. Copeland. Down the goal line, fed out front, bouncing puck, loose in front of the goal crease. Shaw has it tied up at his feet, now he'll carry it away to the near side. Back out, Kleber. Sent across for him, stolen away by Brady. Lancers with it, 3-on-3 heading in. Brady dumps it in. Chasing after it there is Conway and Brady as Conway lays the body. Now to Kroll, coming into pinch, takes a shove from Copeland. In down low, fed out front, Keeney swinging away at it there. Can't get the backhander off as Henrik's able to clear it away. Taken back by Picozzi, sent in. Lancers offsides for the moment, able to get back on as Conway got tangled up at the blue line. Mexico with a drive there, shot blocked by Kroll. Batted back out. Janvaria to Mexico, fed back across, bouncing puck in on net, and Yegorov gets the glove on it for the easy cover. 6:22 remaining in this second period of play. Once again, most recently, 12:02 into the second period. David Deputy, his 4th of the season. The only other Lancers goal of the night coming on the man advantage. Jamison Slides, his 3rd. 15:34 into that opening period. Face-off sent on net there. Save made by Yegorov. Chopped to the outside by Kroll. Now to Yavash. Kroll coming in, able to bat that one out of the zone. Brady forces that turnover into the attacking end. Trying to get to the outside to Osiashvili. Now on the stick of Stupka. Stupka feeds it down. Osiashvili going after it now. Cut off the puck by Janvaria. Around for Young, now on the near side. Young fans on the pass. Oshachvili applies the body, able to tie him up. Brady trying to poke it loose. Spit free for Mexico. He'll leave it on the stick there of Varner. Back out to Mexico. Sent across, tipped off the stick of Stupka. Now to Janvaria coming in, fed to the back door, no one home. Oshachvili. Stretch pass up, finds Stupka into the attacking zone. Now he has De La Sala. Back for De La Sala, can't get the backhander off. De La Sala taken down, now to Jans. No looks that one, finds Keaton Peters, up ahead for Varner. Varner cut off the puck there by Carter. In down low for Kusler. Spins away, off the glass. De La Sala now, loose stick down in the Lancers' end. Van Sickle unable to control the puck in the attacking zone. Lancers able to get back on side. De La Sala fires it in. Massey leaves his net to play it. Shots on goal in this one, 14-13 in favor of the Lancers. Sent skied up and out, nearly out of play there as that one just able to stay in bounds. As Maritati sends it off the wall, off the body of De La Sala. Weber fed back across. Stretch pass up, finds Picard. Elger not able to cut him off cleanly, but takes the possession anyway. Back to Weber. De La Sala trying to get back into that attacking end. Fired in by Van Sickle on the second opportunity. Lancers change up their forwards. Pierre comes on. Stars with it. Picard can't handle the pass. Coming through to disrupt play there was Keeney. He'll find Pierre. Pierre trying to get across that blue line. Weber pokes it back for Maritati. Fired across ice. That one to go all the way in. Looks like it'll be an icing as Massa gets there first. 4:19 remaining in the second.
This icing brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, a place for great food, drinks, and sports. The Omaha Metro.
And it looks like we have an injury now. Germain Yavash getting escorted cross ice there by teammate Teddy Richardson and their athletic trainer. And it looks like the Lancers are going to opt to use their timeout to get fresh legs. 4:19 remaining in the second period. We're going to step away. You're listening to Lancers Hockey right here on Mixer and Flow Sports. Welcome back, hockey fans. 4:19 remaining in the second period. Lancers up 2 against arch rival Lincoln Stars. Shots on goal, 14-13 in favor of Omaha. They're pinned back in their own end with the faceoff. One below the goal line. Kroll sends it around the far side boards. He'll find Nick Pierre. Pierre coming up, outside for Kivioya on the near side. Send it towards net there, kicked away by Massey. Back out now. Oliver over the center red line. Forced the outside by Kroll. Kroll applies the body below the goal line, still hacking away at it now. Trying to kick this one loose, just under 4 minutes remaining in this second period. Still not a lot of puck movement here. It's been pinned in the corner for about 20 seconds. Finally knocked loose now as Picozzi goes after it. Banked ahead for Kivioya. Goes off the wall and turns the puck over to Henriks as he's right back into the attacking zone. Kroll getting pressure from Wood. Pitchforked up the glass. Now to Kivioya. Sent cross ice. Kick off the kick plate. Pierre after it now. Cut off by Kleber as he gets stiff-armed. Kleber down to his own goal line. Stretch pass up. Tipped by Deputy. Still gets through to Copeland as he'll wheel his way back towards the blue line. Pass stuff there. Down to the corner now. Wood held up by Kroll. Batted loose, Picard coming in on net there, tried the toe drag, lost the puck below the goal line. Fed out front, Wood, high slot, comes in, rips one, knocked down out front by Kivioya. Another try, another block shot, and Kivioya able to clear the zone. Kivioya calling for the bench here as Fredericks hops on with a chance down low, And it looked like a huge hook down low that didn't get called. Lincoln moving back out the other way. Lancers fans wanting it. Odd angle drive, an easy save made by Yegorov. And some more pushing and shoving after the whistle. Face-off will be coming up to the right side of Yegorov here. Lancers nearly had a chance as David Deputy looking for his second of the night. 2 blocked shots from Alexi Kivioya off the stick of Tyler Wood. Lancers were able to bat it free. And when it looked like the Stars were going to take the possession, Deputy crashed the net. Kind of got held up there on his way in, but not enough to attract attention of the official. And we have some confusion now on the Stars bench. Deputy in the dot. Up against Peters. One back by the Stars. Quick shot there, knocked down. Slice, skating the other way with it. Over that center red line. Saucers it over the crossbar there and over the head of Massey as Young picks it up on the near side boards. Sent out. Pierre going up with the hand, trying to glove that one down, but the puck goes out of play with 2:26 remaining. And some more pushing and shoving after the whistle between Copeland and Slies. Face-off, one back by the Lancers, and that one gets sent in by Picozzi. Massey leaves it down low. Weber up the wall, finds Jans. Jans nearly cut off by Elger, holds the puck now. Down there creating some havoc was Van Sickle. Weber taken up against the glass by Jones. Picard now trying to move it down to the corner. Held up by Jones along that wall. 2 minutes now remaining in the second period. Shot there from a distance, missing wide. Back to Massa. Sent on net, knocked down by Elger. Elger to De La Sala. He's got some room to skate it. De La Sala coming in wide. Feeds it back out for Jones towards high slot. Rips one, knocked down by Picard. Picozzi coming in deep. Down for De La Sala. De La Sala out front. Elger trying to bat at the bouncing puck there. Can't get a stick on it. Fed up. Picard. Tipped off the puck by De La Sala, but able to clear that one in. Down to 1:30 left in this second period. Lancers with a 2-0 lead. Stretch pass up by Picozzi. De La Sala chops that one ahead. Kleber deep in his own end. Pass ahead, tipped along by Oliver. Kusler coming cross ice. Wrapped around. Mangan, near side boards. Back out for Henriks. Back down, Mangan. Fed out front, tipped away by Kroll, looking for a man there. Pierre able to get it out of the zone, and he'll have the possession. Loops back towards his own end. Pass back, finds Kusler. Kusler tips that one in. Just out of the Lancer zone off the linesman. As Kusler completes the drive. Bouncing puck in on net. Massey covers that one up. And that'll trigger a whistle. .49 seconds left in the second period, and we still have a loose stick out in the neutral zone. I believe it belongs to Tyler Wood. Once again, some classic pushing and shoving going on after the whistle, but still nothing big has happened yet in this matchup between these two teams. Last season, we'd have 3 or 4 fights by this point. So just under a minute remaining in the second period. Lancers have it in the attacking zone for this face-off. Peters able to win that one back for the Stars. Kleber off the wall. Kroll able to hold the zone. He'll send it towards net, bouncing wide. Mexico sends it back down to the corner. Fed around for Kleber. Kleber's pass in front of his own net disrupted. Not a Deputy able to hold that blue line. And Kleber has to field it below the goal line now. To Slice out front. Deputy can't get a stick on it. Copeland hits that red line, feeds it behind Peters, and the Stars are going to be offsides with 21 seconds remaining. As Jan Varia gives David Deputy a little bit of a shove there out at the blue line. And we'll get set up just outside the Lancers defensive end. Once again, 21 ticks remaining in the second period. Jared Magan lining himself up way outside. Face off, one back by the Lancers. Jones to Maritati. Sent back ahead, tipped along by Slies. Jan Varia tips it out, now to Oliver. Oliver for the Stars, sends it by the linesman, wraps around the Lancers net. Jones with a nice shove there on Wood. Fredericks leaves it for Maritati. Up ahead for Slies. Slies clears it cross ice. And that'll do it for 40 minutes of play here in Omaha. Lancers extend on their lead. They now lead 2-0 over the Lincoln Stars. Shots on goal, 15 apiece. Yegorov, perfect through 40 minutes. Massey, 13 saves on 15 shots faced. We're going to step away. We will have the second period breakdown. When we return, you're listening to Lancers Hockey right here on Mixer and Flow Sports. Welcome back, hockey fans. 6 minutes till third period action here in Omaha. Lancers sitting in a pretty spot here through 40. Up 2-0 on the Lincoln Stars. Shots on goal, 15 aside. Jamison Slies scoring at the 15:34 mark of the opening period. Samuel Maritani and Willa Elger on the helpers. That one coming on the main advantage. Then 12:02 into the second period. David Deputy forces a turnover at his own blue line. Skates it all the way down, goes short side high over the glove hand of Lucas Massey to pull the Lancers up by a score of 2-0. Omaha 1 for 1 on the power play. Lincoln currently 0 for 4. Once again, Yegorov perfect between the pipes thus far. Down at the other end, Massey 13 for 15. Looking into scores around the league at the beginning of the third period, the U17 Team USA squad leading the Fargo Force 2-1. Madison battling back to tie the game at 3 against the Green Bay Gamblers through 40 minutes. Muskegon up 5-4 on Tri-City with a minute and a half remaining in the second period. Des Moines and Waterloo tied at 1. They have just started their third period of play. The Youngstown Phantoms and Chicago Steel tied at 0 through 20 minutes. And lastly, the Dubuque Fighting Saints leading the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders 1-0 through the first period of play. Excuse me for the laughter. Something funny just happened around me here on press row, but that's going to do it for our second period breakdown. We'll be back with third period hockey here shortly. Don't go anywhere. You'll listen to Lancers hockey right here on Mixer and Flow Sports. Welcome back, hockey fans. Just about to begin the third period of play here in Omaha. Lancers leading 2-0 over the visiting Lincoln Stars, as they'll be looking to take a 1-0 record in the rivalry series this season. Both centermen go down off the opening draw to kick off this third period. Finally knocks loose. Weber with it. Trying to get it into that attacking zone. Bats it by Kroll. Now to Picozzi. His pass tipped on the way. Taken to the outside. Mangan tried to feed it down low there as Yegorov gets a glove on it for a quick stoppage here to kick off this final period, just 16 seconds in. So 16 seconds into the final period of play. Face-off down the Lancers' end. Will Elger in the face-off circle here. Up against Jared Mangan. One back by Omaha. Maritati to the corner. Caught up in the skates of Ferdokic, but able to take that one out. Near side boards now. De La Sala skies that one into the Lancers' attacking zone. Knocked down by the Stars for Kodic. Takes the body of Elger. Lancers trying to keep that attacking zone, but taken away. Mangan back across the blue line, heading the other way. On angle drive there, and a save made by Yegorov. Now to Van Sickle. Racing up ice. Takes a shove there from Mangan, but able to dump that one down low. De La Sala going after it with Janvaria. Left for Weber. Weber up to Ferkodic. Pass across. Picked off by Van Sickle. He's taken down, and that'll be a penalty coming up to Lincoln. So a similar start as we had in the first period of play, but this time flipped. The Stars heading to the box here early on in this final period. That'll be Kai Janvaria, 55 seconds in. So you see right there, Janvaria just kind of gives Van Sickle that shove with the stick. And a cross-checking call gives the Lancers that attacking zone draw. Lancers currently 1-for-1 on the power play tonight. Jamison Slies scoring late in that first period. At the time, pulled the Lancers up 1-0 as Maritati walks the blue line. Finds Stupka. Stupka to Maritati. Back to Stupka. Fed back to the goal line. Fed around by Slies. Elger back around for Slies. Out front, one-timer there, missing short side. Slides back out to Stupka. Tried to feed it through the slot. Bouncing puck now stolen away. Elger to Maritati. Maritati across for Stupka. Stupka down to the goal line. Slides. Batted back around. Elger high off the glass. Maritati able to bat down the bouncing puck. Gives that one away to Kleber, and they get the clear. Yegorov coming way out to play this one. Up the glass now. Stupka has it. Rushing out. Getting some pressure here. Oliver collides with Kiviyoya at the red line. Maritati drops it back. Stupka leaves it one more for Elger. Elger rushing in, gets across that blue line. Backhands it around, looking for Stupka on the far side boards. Finds him. Finds Jamison Slies now. Back up for Stupka, feeds Kiviyoya, backhander blockered away. Elger unable to react in time to that quick rebound there, sent out towards his feet as we're just over halfway through the Lancers power play. Kiviyoya shot knocked down. Now to Elger, near side boards. Elger to Maritati. Back across, Stupka. To the goal line, Jamison Slies. Back out to Stupka now. Across for Maritati. Back for Elger. Tried the quick pass back there, skipped off the toe of his stick. 30 seconds left in the power play. Maritati to Stupka. Back down, fed out front there, tipped away. And the Lancers have to give up the zone. Lancers change up their men. One last rush here on the man advantage. 13 seconds left in the power play. Leaves it back for Fredericks. Racing out now, might not be able to score, but can at least get to the other end in time as Fredericks to the outside. Cuts back, his pass, finds a skate, turns over. Janvaria out of the box. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Lancers now 1-for-2 on the power play. Stars to the outside. Jones shoves him around, fed out front. Off the kick plate, Copeland able to hold that possession. Still with it, out front there, no one home. Fredericks racing up ice now. He has Elger and Pierre with him on a 3-on-2. Fredericks towards the high slot. Wrister there, fought off by Massey. And that'll find the netting for a whistle with 16:41 remaining. excuse me there. Face off, coming up to the left side of Massey. Massa with it, moves it around for Henricks. Stretch pass up, finds a man. Richardson across, knocked down by Jans. Jans crashing towards the net, hacked off the play. Still has it in the corner. Keeney able to knock it loose. Not a Conway. Conway rushing into that attacking zone. Able to dump it in. He'll give chase here on Henricks. Lays a nice check there below the goal line. Moved ahead. Poked loose. Not a Keeney. Backhands in from the red line. Conway applying pressure on Henricks. Conway trying to tie him up. Now Henricks still with that possession. Stretched ahead. Tipped in by Jans. In on net as Yegorov gets the cover on it. And we'll have a face-off coming up down in the Lancers' end. 16:01 remaining in the third. Shots on goal in this one, 18-17 in favor of the Omaha Lancers. They have the 2-0 lead. .359 into this third period. Lancers pinned back at their own end. Face-off, one back by the Stars. Jan Varia on net, knocked down out front. Slides on the near side boards now. Takes the possession for Omaha. Up to Deputy. Slams on the brakes to get around Copeland. He'll dump it in. Fredericks giving chase. He'll be the first man there, but immediately hacked off the puck as Jan Varia gets the backhand clear to Oliver. Fed to Peters. Back to the outside. Now Oliver across the blue line. Deputy lays the body on him, forcing him to leave it down low for Peters, but taken by Slides. Slides turns it over. Copeland. Copeland in the high slot. Rips one there. Blocker say made loose down low. Stars unable to bury that one. Peters gives it away to Slides. Rushing in now. Slides tries to move it down for Fredericks there. Stuffed on the pass by Weber. And Weber moves it down for Jan Varia. Jan Varia to Copeland. 15-10 remaining in the third. Copeland. Odd angle pass out front there. Nice stick left by Maritati to break up the play as Mangan finds a man below the goal line. Back for Mangan. Maritati still in a tie-up along those near side boards as he'll fetch his loose stick. Back out now. Young on net. Blocked away by Yegorov. Mangan down for Verkotic. Back out to Mangan. Rips one there. Knocked down. Loose puck in the goal crease as Maritati's able to move it out for De La Sala. Over the center red line, 3-on-3 heading in. De La Sala dumps it. Elger gives chase here on Young. Elger leaves it down. Van Sickle lays the body on Kleber. In down low, Lancers on side. De La Sala looking for that passing lane. Fed out front, one-timer. And fanning on the shot there was Van Sickle. Nearly had his first goal as an Omaha Lancer. Loose stick below the goal line, down in the Lincoln zone. As Kleber has it, 14-15 left in the third. Ahead now, Mangan. Over the center red line, leaves it for Verkotic. Taken away by Picozzi. Bouncing puck, gets by Young. Pitchforked back down low there. Wood can't handle the puck. Now to Picozzi. Up to Mangan. Kiviyoya able to steal it. Rushes in down to the corner now. Pierre crashing the net. Kiviyoya goes all the way around the world with it. Finds Stupka in the slot there. Tipped off the heel. And now to Verkotic. Moved across. Young in his own zone. Batted ahead now. Kiviyoya back for Kusler. Pass ahead. Tipped off the heel of the stick once again. A Stupka. And that'll go all the way down. A few players thought that was going to be an icing call. Didn't come through. Sent up in the air. That'll exit play. And some pushing and shoving after the whistle once again between Crow and Wood. We're going to step away. 13.5 remaining in the final period. Lancers still up by 2. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, Lancers fans. 13:29 remaining in the third period. Lancers up 2-0. Face-off, one back by the Lancers. Kroll with a drive right into the chest of Massey, and he'll hang on to that one. So Lancers now up to 19 shots on goal, evening up that shot count with the Lincoln Stars. Face-off now to the right side of Massey. One back once again. Kusler walks it. Shot there. Blocker save made. Loose out front there. Brady unable to get a clean stick on it. Osiashvili to the corner. Gets caught up. Still trying to fight for that possession with Mexico. Up in the air. Knocked down by Osiashvili. Takes a bit of a shove there from Hendricks. Back around now. Near side. Batted ahead. Tipped in by Wood. Hacked along by Kroll. Sent across. Massa. Over that attacking blue line. Massa to the corner, drive there, save made by Yegorov, up in the air now. And bodies getting thrown around, and the net goes off. So again, behind the play, Noah Jones sending someone into that Lancers net. We'll see here on the replay, a nice save made as Jones able to clear out just in Mexico. Rocky Russo can't believe it. But no call from the official. 12:52 remaining in the third. We'll stay at even strength. Brady trying to get it out of the zone now. Backhanded up, now to Deputy, can't get it out of the zone. Fed back down, Kusler with the clear. Tipped off the hand of Osiashvili. And they'll rule that one an icing call. Osiashvili got his hand up there, touched it just on the defensive side of that red line for that icing call to stay triggered. So another defensive zone draw this time. This one coming up to the right side of Yegorov. One back, Varner with a drive there, redirects wide. Brady with it, trying to flick it out of the zone. He'll get it out, move back, Janvaria at the center red line, hitting that blue line, stood up by Jones but got the dump in. Maritati after it, lays the body on Mangan, spits now for Varner. Still hacking away at it, now around for Jones. Moved ahead, Fredericks with it, over that center red line, sent in. Back out to the neutral zone. Maritati able to buy some time for his team to get onside as he'll fire that one cross ice for Brady, who dumps it in. Fredericks after it. Shoves Janvaria below the goal line. Sent ahead, tipped off a stick. That one to go all the way down, no icing here. Kroll forced to play it. Has a lot of time and space as we near the halfway mark of the third. Elger, red line, sends it along up to Fredericks. He'll complete the clear and head away to the bench for a change. Now to Kleber. Kleber getting chased by Slies. Slies peels off. Kleber still with it. Dumps it to the outside. Rushing in Van Sickle. He'll take over on the possession. Van Sickle fed out front there. Slies unable to get a stick on it. Peters racing up near side. Launches that one ahead. Young able to hold that blue line. Batted off the shin guards there of Van Sickle and all the way down to the Lincoln end. Slies got a stick in the passing lane. Forcing that turnover. He'll dump it in. Stars with it now, up for Young. Young into the attacking zone, sent down towards the slot, stolen away by Kusler, and he'll clear that one away. And that'll get all the way down just in time for an icing call. With 10:58 remaining in this third period. Shots on goal 21-20 in favor of Omaha. Face off, one back by the Lancers, but Cozy fires that one around. Picked up by Van Sickle. Van Sickle takes a shove from Mexico, but is able to dump that one in. Lancers get the line change they needed. Pierre on Hendricks, able to take him down in the corner. Pass ahead. Nice stick check there by Meritide to break up the pass, but no icing here as Kivioya and Mexico go after it. Kivioya takes a body, but was able to get the puck wrapped around the wall. Now to Wood. Kivioya lays a shoulder into him. Batted back in. Kusler skies that one away, and that one goes just into the penalty box as we near the halfway mark of the third period. So the Stars gaining a little bit of momentum here in this final period of play. Lancers in a bit of a penalty kill mode here, just trying to keep the puck out. They're doing a good job on keeping that clock running, making time more and more of a factor. But still, obviously, a 2-goal lead with 10:23 remaining. You have not put this one away. And you don't want to take too many huge chances. Not a lot of risks in your attacking zone so much, but you still got to be looking to add to this lead because a third goal could just about do it. Face off, one back by the Lancers to Meritati. Stretch pass up, tipped off the stick of Stupka, and that'll be an icing call. Lots of stoppages here in this one. We'll check in on scores around the league as we head back down to the Lancers' end. Fargo able to tie the game against the U17s. 5:54 remaining in the third period in Plymouth, Michigan. Madison Capitals gain the lead on the Green Bay Gamblers. They're up 4-3 with 12 minutes remaining in the third period. Muskegon currently leading the Tri-City Storm 5-4 with 9:34 remaining in the final period. Des Moines with a 2-1 lead over the Blackhawks. So Waterloo with 5 to play. Chicago up 1-0 on the Youngstown Phantoms with 12:37 left in that second period. And lastly, the Duke Fighting Saints leading Cedar Rapids 1-0, 14-16 left in that middle frame. So those last two games did not drop puck until 7:05 Central. Lancers get another attacking zone draw following the froze puck by Massey. Face off to the right side of Massey. A long delay here by these linesmen. Face off, one back by Lincoln. Stretch pass up, misses for Kodich. That's going to go all the way down. Yegorov plays that one up safely to the near side. Keeney able to get it out of the zone. Mangan with it now. Sent cross ice. Varner gets it by Jones. Keeney coming over, trying to send that one up the far side boards. Varner with a drive there, missing just wide off a deflection. De La Sala able to send that one out of the zone. So another icing against Omaha as it drags this game out even longer. So we are now over the 2-hour mark in this matchup, currently 8:10 p.m. here in Omaha, Nebraska. Face off, one back by the Lancers. Sent around by Jones, held up below the goal line, spits out now Conway trying to get it out. Taken off the puck by Henricks. Henricks to the corner. Takes a shove from Picozzi. Still with it, pass out front, makes its way all the way out to the blue line. Shot there, trickles through traffic away to the corner. Still in a tie-up, Peters. Rips one there right into the chest of Yegorov for another frozen puck as Conway takes a shove there from Peters. And we're going to step back away, 9:10 remaining here in the third. Shots on goal, 21 apiece. Lancers up 2-0. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, Lancers fans. Just over the halfway mark of this third period of play. Lancers with a 2-0 lead against the Lincoln Stars. First rivalry matchup of the 2023-24 season. As Deputy and Peters get set up to the right side of Yegorov. Tie up off the draw, but one back by the Stars. Oliver feeds it down to the corner. Copeland's pass there, taken away by Deputy. And he'll move it up the far side boards. Up for Fredericks. Fredericks no looks that one ahead. Deputy into the attacking zone. Sauces it out, looking for slides, but poked off the puck there by Henricks. Lancers can't hold the zone. Sent back into their own end now. Kusler back to Kroll. Kroll tried that stretch pass and another icing call against the Lancers.
This icing brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, a place for great food, drinks, and sports. And Omaha Council Bluffs metro area.
Back down to the Lancers defensive end. 8:40 now remaining. Lots of icings against Omaha here. Just trying to chop up this momentum by the Stars as that one nearly finds the netting. Kusler tied up in the corner. Out for Mangan. Moves it out. Weber with a drive there. Redirected. Save made loose. And a whistle comes in as the official lost sight of the puck. And more pushing and shoving ensues there following the whistle. And again, I'm not sure, but from my vantage point, it looked like Yegorov might have had that one in his glove, just wasn't able to close his glove on it in time, and it was hacked out. I'm not saying that whistle should have come in, as it was still technically a loose puck. But Lancers catch the break. They'll have a defensive zone draw coming up here, and 2 penalties handed out. So Jamison Slides and Justin Varner will take a seat, both for roughing. So ice a bit more wide open here for the next 2 minutes with 8:26 remaining here in the third. And again, Lincoln has some momentum here, and with less men out on the ice, more room to work, it could deal a dangerous recipe here for Omaha, but we'll see if they're able to keep the puck out of their net here.
Justin Varner, 2 minutes for roughing and for Omaha.
Tie up off the draw, one back by the Stars. Janvaria walks, toe drags, nearly gets past Elger, but wheels his way back out to the blue line. Chop back down. Maritati trying to hack that one out of the zone, but knocked below the goal line for Kodic in a tie-up with Jones. Now to Maritati, got a stick lift on him. Taken away by Mangan. Mangan still with it, towards the high slot, tried the toe drag once again, poked off the puck. Now to Janvaria, to the corner, leaves it for Kodic. For Kodic's pass, tipped on the way, but makes its way through to Janvaria. Janvaria on the near side, giving chases Elger. Drops it back, Mangan, back out for Kodic. For Kodic, rips one, and a glove save made by Yegorov. And if you're Mikhail Yegorov in this matchup late here in this third period of play, you have a 2-goal lead. Lincoln seems to have flipped the momentum on the Lancers. You have to be getting every whistle possible. Every faceoff is a chance to kill that momentum of your competitor. And the more faceoffs he's able to get, the more opportunities the Lancers have to take that possession, rush it down the ice, and hopefully get something going in their attacking end. But we're back underway here in the Lancers zone. One back by Omaha. Kusler to Picozzi, tried to find Deputy with it. Young coming into pinch, trying to hold that zone. Deputy feeds it out for Keeney. Bit of a 1-on-2 heading into the attacking end for Omaha. Tried the backhand to forehand shot there, misses low and away as Kleber collects it on the near side board. 7:23 remaining in the final period. 54 seconds left in the 4-on-4 play. Kleber doesn't like what he sees, so he'll loop his way back out. Over to Young. Young rifles that one around the net of Yegorov. Kusler takes the body of Kleber, and we'll have a penalty coming up to Omaha here as Picozzi touches that one. And this will be a tripping call coming up to Gabe Keeney. So number 88, Gabe Keeney, will have a seat for tripping. Ice will be way open here as we will have 4-on-3 hockey for the next 39 seconds, followed by an abbreviated 5-on-4, as you'll see on the replay here for Flow Sports viewers. just got his feet caught up there, or excuse me, the stick caught up in the feet of Keaton Peters. So Lancers in penalty kill mode. It'll be Bakosi, Kusler, and Kivioya starting out the penalty kill. One back by the Stars. Janvaria moving in. Stars currently 0 for 4 on the power play tonight as they're looking to pull within one. Back to Mangan, moves it out. Pakar to Janvaria, back to Pakar, rips one there, missing wide. Back out for Janvaria. Janvaria takes a hack from Kusler, wheels his way back. Janvaria still with it. Pass across, one-timer, save made by Yegorov, loose puck out front, and Kivioya gets the clear he needed. Lancers change up 2 out of 3. Jones and Stupka come on to join Ryan Kusler. Varner and Slice out of the box. We now have 5-on-4 hockey here for the next minute 15. Backhanded up. Janvaria going after it. Stupka bats it loose. He's going to have a chance here. Pakar coming across. Tried to feed it back for Pierre. Couldn't collect the pass. Moved ahead for Copeland. Racing back the other way. Once again, Lincoln on the man advantage still here for the next 58 seconds. Stupka in another rush. He has Pierre with him. Safely chops that one below the goal line. Pierre after it. Boxed out there by Furkodich. Furkodich still with it. He gets taken down. Rips the stick out of the hands of Pierre, and Copeland feeds it ahead. Coming across is Kroll. Up against Cleaver. Nice body laid there below the goal line. Lancers able to clear it away once again. .532 remaining in regulation. 26 seconds left in the Lincoln power play. Stars still with it. Pass ahead for Kodich. Leaves it for Peters. Crosses over the blue line. Drops it back for Cleaver. Cleaver wraps that one around the Lancers net. One last clear for Omaha could do it for the penalty. Henricks feeds it back down, taken over by Maritati. He'll look to the clock, move it to Deputy, looking for the pass to Elger, and he'll complete the clear, and that's going to do it for the Keeney penalty. Back to full-strength hockey. Lincoln now drops even deeper, still 0-4 on the power play tonight, dropping to 0 for 5. As Mangan's pass ahead, back into the attacking zone. Collected down low by Slice. Nudges it for Maritati. Off the glass, and that one's going to actually exit play and get fired up into section 114 with 4:38 remaining.
Join the Lancer players following tonight's game for photos and autographs at the top of the northwest entrance located behind section 110. Players will be available shortly after the conclusion of the game.
Slice and Mangan in the dot. Face off once again to Yegorov's left side. Lincoln starting to rack up the shots here as that shot through traffic misses wide. Lincoln currently at 26 on the night. Massa rips one, redirected just wide. Now back for Keeney. Looking up ice, he has Slice and Fredericks with him. In on net, glove down by Massey, and he'll knock it away to the corner for Massa. Fed around. Weber, his pass, collected there. Rushing up ice is Oliver. Hooked up from behind by Fredericks as he gets taken off the puck by Jones. Keeney currently stickless. He'll grab his stick from the high slot in his own end. Elger, 4:05 remaining in the final period. Elger able to dump it in, gets by Massa, applying some pressure here on Weber as he's unable to clear it around. Massa able to get there and complete the clear as De La Sala has it. He gets taken up against the glass. Lancers wanting a boarding call, not going to get it as De La Sala takes a shot from behind. Up for Weber now. Hacked around. Richardson pokes it around softly. Elger going after it. Pokes it ahead. De La Sala gets it out of the zone. Pass to defenseman. Now to Van Sickle. Bit of a one-on-one here with Young. Tried the toe drag there. Couldn't get the shot off. Now to Richardson. Rushing up. Move to Mexico. Back to the outside now. Richardson trips over the blue line. Knocked around by Kusler. Young coming in from the blue line. Picks it up in the corner. All eyes on Lucas Massey to see if they're going to pull the goaltender here. Still 3:10 remaining in the third. But Lincoln down by 2, and they do have a bit of momentum here. Janvaria in his own end. through the neutral zone. Pass ahead, backhanded in there. Yegorov leaves his net to play it. Gives it an extra push to Kusler. Massey halfway to the bench here, still hanging around the hash marks. And he's on his way to the bench. We have an empty net at the other end, 6-on-5 hockey. Jumping out is Dashiell Oliver for the sixth man. Peters. Still 2:42 remaining in regulation. Hacking away at it, Pierre, the lone man in the slot. Now to Stupka. Can't get it off the board. Shot there and a save made and a hand pass called against the Lincoln Stars. This one's going to exit the zone.
Hey fans, we've got Star Wars night coming up December 2nd.
So whether or not that one went in, it wouldn't have counted due to being played with the hand. 2:31 left here in the third.
That's coming up December 2nd with Team USA Star Wars night right here with your Omaha Lancers.
So Massey forced back between the pipes here, but you betcha they'll be looking to get him out quickly as the Lancers win back the draw. Massey has to stay put. Jones sent ahead to Kivijoja and tipped in. Janvaria below his own goal line. Moves it for Kleber. Kleber across. Peters jams it back for Janvaria. His pass to Mangan. Tipped up. Caught up in his equipment. As Janvaria gets in a tie-up with Alexei Kivijoja, who stands about 2 feet taller than him. 2:11 remaining in the third. Both teams got to keep their heads in this one this late in the game. Don't want to pick up a suspension here. So that puck got tipped up and was caught in the chin of Janvaria. And he could have easily lifted that chin up and let the puck drop, but he got the whistle. Kivijoja came through and gave him an extra shove. Lancers currently with 6 men out there. And Fredericks will head away to the bench. So Kusler, Pierre, Kivijoja, Kroll, and Picozzi taking this face-off. Massey hanging out near the top of the face-off circle, still centered up to the play, and Massey's forced to stay in as the Lancers have the possession. Picozzi bats it around. Massey still between the hash marks. He's on his way to the bench. Lancers have the possession. Pierre with it, going for the 200-footer, skips over a stick of Oliver and won't make it all the way down. Pass ahead, caught at the red line, sent in. Picozzi coming across, knocked around by Oliver. Batted out now, Kleber with it. Kleber to Janvaria, scoots it down, Picard feeds it back down for Mangan. Through the slot to Kleber to Janvaria, back down, one-timer save made, loose puck out front, and that one gets sent away by the Lancers, not nearly far enough for an icing. Pierre trying to get in that foot race there as Janvaria beats him out and moves play the other way. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Mangan disrupted by Pierre. Now to Picard. Minute 15 remaining in the third. Mangan drops it back. Janvaria to Kleber. Back to Janvaria. Sent ahead into the attacking zone now. Wrapped around the net of Yegorov. Peters moves it back out for Kleber. Hacked back down. Peters still with it. Kleber walking in towards the slot. That pass taken away by Kusler. Diving play, can't get it out of the zone. Just under a minute remaining here in the third period of play. 52 seconds left. Lincoln in the attacking zone. Pass across to Peters, tips over his stick. Peters still with it. Moves it out to center. Janvaria waiting for traffic. Shot there, blocked. Now to Kleber. Kleber out for Janvaria. Rips one, bouncing puck through traffic, missing wide. Mangan back out, shot by Picard, knocked down. Kusler going for the clear, can't get it out. Back out. Kleber to Picard. Sends one and he scores. So the shutout for Yegorov broken here with just 24.6 remaining. The shot through traffic finds the back of the net off the stick of Jack Picard. Rocky Russo wanting 2 seconds added to the clock. So Rocky Russo's going to use his timeout. We're going to step away. You're listening to Lancers Hockey right here on Mixer and Flow Sports. Welcome back, Lancers fans. 24.6 seconds remaining in the third. Massey already hanging out near the hash marks. We have a 2-1 game. Jack Picard able to pick up a goal there just a moment ago. And they're actually going to start with Massey off the ice here. So a win there from the Lancers. Held up at the red line. Sent ahead by Kivioya. Misses wide. No icing here. 16 seconds remaining. Rocky wanting the icing call, not going to get it. Mangan sends it in. Maritati lays a nice body, sent away. Will it make it? Finds the back of the net. And it looks like that'll be David Deputy's second of the night. Sends it from a mile downtown, and we have an injured player down in the Lancers' end. It was whoever Maritati laid the body on, but that forced that turnover. David Deputy sent it from about 185 feet, finding the back of the net, and the Lancers back ahead by 2. .7 remaining in the third. So we have an injured player down on the far side boards here, down to the right side of Mikhail Yegorov. Just under 5 seconds remaining in the third period. It does not look like there's going to be a penalty on the play. That is number 24, Dashiell Oliver, took a heavy hit from a player much bigger than him, Samo Maritati, triggered that turnover for David Deputy to take the puck and send it nearly 200 feet for the empty net goal, which will pretty much put this one away. 2-goal lead, Lancers lead 3-1 with 4.7 remaining. And all signs are pointing to the Lancers handing the Lincoln Stars their 10th straight loss and going up 1-0 in the season-long series between these two rivals. But honestly, you never want to see an injury that requires medical attention, regardless of how the rivalry is. As Oliver currently up on a knee, being attended to by the athletic trainer of the Lincoln Stars. Looks like they're ready to get him to his feet. And it looks like he's favoring that right shoulder. So not really sure, again, obviously it's that right side shoulder. It was a nice heavy hit there by Maritati, but we're ready to play out the final 4.7 seconds of this one. Once again, that most recent goal, David Deputy, his second of the night, 5th of the season, moving him now to point leader for the Omaha Lancers. And puck is dropped, one back by the Stars, and we have 2 fights going on now. I can't see who the Lancer is, and we'll have some suspensions here as Oshiavali getting in on that one. He has a man tied up. And it was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. So what does Lincoln get out of this? A 10th straight loss and 2 suspensions. As that was Cooper Conway going after it there with Richardson. So again, you have a situation here where obviously both of these will be fighting after 5, but on top of that, you have 2 stage fights. So a stage fight is an automatic extra game suspension. So every player involved here should at least be guaranteed 2 games. For 1 fighting after 5, and fighting off of a face-off is a staged fight. I'll tell you what, Southwest Auto Tech coach's comments tonight are going to be elite. So make sure you tune in over there on the Lincoln Stars social media pages. And again, I know it always takes a minute to write this stuff down, but everything's going to offset. We got 2.2 seconds left in the third. Let's just get this thing going. They're all going to offset. There was no instigator. It was all mutual. So Janvaria and Pierre getting the verdicts from the official.